Hello. So, I was cleaning out my office because I have to start making space for creating things and planning ideas since I have a exhibition in November. And as I was cleaning through everything, I was gathering all of the art and zines I have amassed over the past year since starting college. Uni, I guess. And I just wanted to show off the things that I have particularly, which are in no particular order. I just kind of have them with me. It's going to be very short kind of thing, talking through how I got them and if I can remember the stories behind them. But yeah, I want to kind of go through the zines I have. I don't have a lot of them, and one is made by me. I do have a couple other ones that I've made that are sitting on my shelf and on my messy ass computer desk. But I got these at a zine festival during the summer of this year. I just wanted to go through them. So I have a zine that I made called Shit That Happens. It's just kind of the struggles I was going through while actively dealing with chronic pain and having to use a wheelchair. And being in a university who, as much as I love the people that work there and genuinely do try their best, the higher-ups that run the accommodations for the college are just not up to standard. Not just for me, but just for anyone that was disabled in the college, the university. And I made this in a 5-hour rush as I was preparing for the deadline for our projects for that semester. So it's an 8-page fold-out zine. It's a lot to look at, which I think what I like the most about it. It's very busy, it's in your face, it's minimalistic in colors, it relies a lot on contrast, which is what I really liked. And I made this in 5 hours, from paneling, scripting, inking, and coloring in about a 5-hour crunch with about 3 energy drinks in my system and a horrible cramp in my hand afterwards. I made it for that day as the deadline was encroaching. This is another zine called the Children of Tilikum Eireann, and it was made by a duo I got at the Zine Festival. It's a risograph print, and if you don't know what that is, it's an insanely cool printer. I feel like I could talk someone's ear off for hours about what a risograph is, but this was printed, I think, in Dublin. They have I think they're called Way Bad Press, if I remember correctly, but you can do multicolor riso prints. Usually with a risograph you'd either have a single barrel or a double barrel, so you can have one color or 2 colors depending on how many barrels you have in it, but they do a bunch of different colors, and the Children of Tilikum Eireann is done in 3 colors, and I will show you the names of people. It's by Meg Mulcahy and Matthew Sauterand. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sauterand. I think it was French. But yeah, it's kind of based on it's based on the Irish housing crisis, because we struggle with that a lot, and I really like the art in it. It's so vibrant. I love the neons. That's my favorite thing about risographs, is just the neons that it produces. And there's gold in this as well, as you can see. It's kind of one of the special colours that the risograph has, which I really like. Yeah, I really like this one. It was one of my favorite. All of them were my favorites, but one of my favorite was just to look at more risograph prints. I believe these 2 zines I got were from the Dublin Union of Punk, the Dublin Punks Union, which I would be a part of, surprisingly. This is the annual punk zine, and then this is a zine called Devoted to the Guitar. A lot of the time I actually need to just sit down and look through all of these. This is a collage piece that was done. I can go through all of it. I really like it. I love things done monochromatic, just in black and white, because it really helps bring out saturation. And then obviously the punk annual zine. A lot of the things I got were through trading. I just went up to people and I was like, hey, I don't have a lot of money, do you want to trade zines? And I really liked this one because they had Keith Haring's little dogman in it, and I absolutely love Keith Haring. He's one of my biggest inspirations. But some of these pages are just like really cool, and I really like them. I need to go back and read through this again and radicalize myself again on Irish principles. Just to keep culturally aware about that. Some of these are just really cool. Some of these posters are just amazing, and I love them. Yeah, but I have the 24-25 annual for the punk zine. And then these are two mini zines that my friend had made. This is a poetry zine that's on yellow paper, and I really like it because it came out really pretty. I'm gonna fold it out and just show you, because like zines are like so crazy easy to make. Like you can make them so quickly, and anyone can make it, even if you're not an artist. If you're a poet or a photographer, again made by my friend, you can just compile all your images together into 8 little images on an A4 format, and there you go. And then you cut a hole in the middle and you fold it, and it's like the coolest thing ever, and I think they're so intuitive. And then this is a collection, or like it's a short collection of, I think, writing excerpts. You have to forgive me, it has been a couple of months since I went, and my memory is not great, and I won't be going to the next Zine Fest in November because my exhibition is then, and I have to put all my focus into that, as much as I would love to go to the Zine Fest in Cork this November. I just can't. This is from welongtobelong.org. This is a November 2020 issue. What I like about this is I haven't actually gone through most of this, because when I bought everything and had gone home afterwards, I just put them all in a box because I needed to organize my office, which I haven't done yet, so they've been sitting waiting. I like this because it has like river patterns in it, like dendritic, and I think they have erratic as well, and trellis, and annular, rectangular, contorted. I like all of them. I'm a big geography nerd. I liked learning about the earth and how it formed. I think the next thing I have is, oh yeah, I'm looking around. There was a pop-up library that showed up for the Zine Fest, and yeah, I do have more stuff. I got 2 things from the pop-up library, which one was, like, I can't read any of this, which is really sad. I have no idea what this says, and the spine is completely blotted, so I have no idea what it says. I genuinely can't read any of it. But it's all done on tracing paper, and it has, every page is like a different sketch of a face, and they all overlap into each other. I think it's quite cool. I like to have it just to look through it, because it's really nice seeing all the pages like overlap into each other, and just kind of like enjoy the vibe it gives. I should probably go through it one day with like a piece of white paper behind it, but I don't know if that would like defeat the purpose of enjoying the piece as it is or not. And another zine I got from the pop-up library was gifted to me by my 2 friends. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Mira. And it is a Jet Set Radio fanzine, and I love Jet Set Radio. If I ever decide to show off any more of my art than the 2 prints that I have, you'll kind of tell that I'm very inspired by early 2000s art style, specifically like that Y2K era. Not because I'm like a Gen Z baby, but like I grew up where my eldest sibling would have all of the old consoles and like the clear colored plastic doohickeys. So I'm not doing it just for the aesthetics, I'm doing it because I grew up around it and I think it's the coolest shit ever. But this is the Jet Generation fanzine, and it's done on Risograph, and it's so cool. I'll link everything when I get this finished, because all of these, they came from, oh shit, they came from this guy's website. I think he's based in New York, and he's a printmaker and an illustrator, and he like has his own risograph, I think, I can't remember, but his website is just like pages among pages of just fanzines that have been made that have all been printed in risograph, and I think that's the coolest thing ever. And it's all done in teal and yellow, I think it's teal, and like, it's so pretty. It's the nicest thing someone's ever gotten me, besides like really cool coffee mugs, and there's a really nice double page spread. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. I love it. I'm so glad I get to share this with people. And I didn't have to pay for it, which is even better. Like, I could go through this entire book and just show every single page, but I won't because I need to show off the prints I got. So this is a print I got off of Riki Matsudas. They have a website, and she's really nice. And she knows one of my print lectures, which is really, or knows one of the lectures at my college, which is really funny. But like, her work is so good. I need to find another zine that she made. Hold on. I keep it on my desk because I love it that much, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. I'm literally dropping everything to try and find it, but I don't think I can. It might have fallen. I don't know. Okay, horrible. I can't find it, but it's a zine and it like folds out into different shapes of people and they can like overlap. It's like the coolest picture book I've ever had to witness, but this is a risograph print and I really like it. And wherever that sketchbook is, I found another zine. Ignore that. I found another zine. I sound insane while I'm doing this. I'm like fucking rambling into the ether. Where is that sketchbook? I feel like I'm going crazy. Where's that sketchbook? I realize I'm a lot more unorganized and unprepared than I thought I would be. Anyway, she also gave me a sticker with the print and the zine. And it's a sticker of someone like butt naked looking through binoculars, and it says "little pervert" on it, and I love it. And it's the coolest thing I've ever been gifted. It lives on one of my sketchbooks that I've been meaning to use for like painting or oil pastel work, but I haven't done it yet. I found this as well. This is really rushed and this is really bad, but I also found this, which is just 78 writing prompts. And I'm not a writer, I don't write, but some of these are just so funny. Some of them are just strange. And I will read out like 2 of them just because it's weird writing prompts and I love them. And it was 2 guys, I think, from England that were selling it. There's lessthan500.com. Written and designed by Mark Beechill. Hi Mark. You're not gonna see this, but yeah. One of them is like, the devil sends you some feedback. It's up to the cat now. God starts an OnlyFans account. Some of these are just so weird, and I love them. I think it's cool, and I liked keeping it, and also it's just so... there's so much in it. Okay, last couple of things are my prints, because I love plugging my own stuff. I have paintings and stuff that I did, but I don't like them too much. This is a MDF woodcut print that I did. It is that blue, by the way. It is that blue. I did it for my project in college, and it took me, I want to say like 2 hours to carve out, and then like maybe another hour and a half to get a bunch of editions out for it. There's a bunch of them in different colors and like different viscosities or visibility, I guess, but this is the best. This is the purest one. I think it's done in ultramarine. And I love it. And I love it very much. I've also done some editions in black, but the black I have isn't oil-based, it's acrylic. So it has like this really funky residue it leaves. But this is the board. from the cut. I really like it. I have a bunch of editions that I plan on selling if I ever decide to set up a shop. Online, of course. The next thing I have is, they're not cut yet because I'm really lazy and I forgot to do it, and also the texture of the acrylic lino ink I have is it's disgusting. It's like that paint that like puffs after you apply it. It has that kind of, there's a friction to it and I hate it. It's disgusting. This is a print I did called Grin. It's meant to be my little guy. This is my little mascot man. He used to be what I looked like when I was buzz cut and bald. But now I obviously have the hair of a SoCal surfer. But yeah, this is my little Grin thing. I plan on making more of these in different colors when I get back to uni, because all I have right now are red and black lino inks and I'm not buying any more. I also have red and yellow. I forgot about that. I have red and yellow oils. I just reminded myself. But those are oils and I don't have enough copious amounts of olive oil or any kind of oil to clear it off, or white spirits, because I'm not doing that, because that's how most printmakers, that's why printmakers are so chill. If you've ever met a printmaker, you'll understand that we're very placid, timid, mild creatures, or we're batshit crazy because we're high off our own supply. That being oil paints and white spirits. Wear your PPE when you print, by the way, please. Like, don't get like lung issues. There was a guy in my university who was like a technician and he worked in the print studio all the time and he ended up having to go to hospital and dying early because of those issues. This isn't in my time because I'm only in second year, but like please be careful. This is the MDF board that I carved out of. I carved this out in a night. I did this in like 4 hours, which you may think that's a lot of time. All of this have to be carved. Like anything that isn't black, carved out with little tiny tool, little tiny cutters tool. My hand hurts. I can still feel it. It hurts so much. But yeah, I really like this. This is me. This is what I love. And if I can ever make this into t-shirts or prints, I will, because I'm a narcissist. I'm not, but I'm proud of myself. But yeah, that's kind of all the stuff I had that I wanted to show. I definitely bought more stuff at the Zine Fest, I think. It's been way too long, but that was my little vlog of sorts for 18, 19, 20 minutes about all my shit. I will link all of this stuff if I can find everyone's websites. There's some people that just left their emails and I don't want to be doing that because I feel like that would be kind of an invasion of their privacy, because it's just like their personal email and I don't want to be rude and imposed by putting that on the internet in case this does go anywhere. But yeah, that's all my stuff. That's everyone else's. Mine again. It's the book, the other book, and all of the zines. I like zines. They're really cool. As a printmaker, it's really awesome to... It was really awesome to witness a collection of just insane individuals. I mean that in the nicest way possible. It's like the most eclectic group of people. They're just absolute specimens. But it's the sense of when I bought something, the people I was tabling beside, I was like, do you guys see this? Look how this was done. And we'd all like go, ooh, ah. Just completely enamored with how it was made because we all understand the processes and how difficult it is. I definitely do have more zines that were made by other people, but they're little paper ones, so they've been just completely put somewhere and flattened and I can't see them. But yeah, I hope you liked my little ramblings into the abyss and you thought that they were silly. Thank you if you did decide to watch through, and I really hope to make more stuff like this because I have nothing to do, and also I like content and I like making content, but I know I'll never be a content creator, so bye.